Well, for 3+ quarters, it was probably a little bit closer than most people expected, but in the end, the Coyotes defeat William Penn in their 2014 home opener by a count of 41-16, but got to give credit to the Statesmen. They came to play today.
They did. They did what they do, and that's run the football, and they did it very effectively against the Coyotes today to the tune of over 300 yards rushing. But, that type of offense, that wing T offense, is something that the Coyotes won't see all year. But today, they saw enough of it.
Yeah, all right, let's take a look at some of the highlights, starting with the first half. And in the first half, Jasper Sanders, an impressive run as the Coyotes themselves ran the ball very effectively.
This is a guy who we missed last year because he was out with that wrist injury. But 2 seasons ago, these were the types of plays he was making. Very shifty, very athletic, and you can see that this year he's setting himself up to have a very big season.
Ryan Sager, his first career start at quarterback, and managed the game very well. I hate to use that term, but he was very good at doing what the Coyotes asked of him.
And I think that's just what they asked of him. Just manage the football game. Don't try to do anything special. Throw the ball where you need to throw it, hand it off when you need to hand it off, and keep it out of harm's way. And he did that.
Meanwhile, the game changed a bit late in that first quarter when Taylor Parsons, the quarterback for William Penn, went down. That really hurt the Statesmen.
I think it did. I mean, it was a 39-yard carry, and at that point, he had been doing some very nice things, running the offense for them. When he went down for the second time in 2 seasons, I think that really kind of hurt them a little bit.
All right, moving on to the second half. Coyotes led, of course, at the break by a count of 14-9. And Trevor Bama and the ground game. It was Sanders first half, second half. Bama really did a lot of the heavy lifting.
And he's a load, and he just carried that load for USD to the tune of over 100 yards rushing. And that's something that the Coyotes have the luxury of now. Many different backs that can do many different things and carry that football.
It was a 1-score game with 10 minutes to go, and then Miles Bergner stepped up, looked like a confident kicker, drills a couple, and that really helped the Coyotes put it away.
Yeah, Miles Bergner came to USD, very highly touted, and this is the Miles that we've all expected. We don't expect him to ever miss, and we expect them all to be 50.
And he hits a couple of big ones. The Coyotes go on to outscore William Penn 17-0 over the final few minutes of this game. Jake Lair, a true freshman defensive lineman, picking up a fumble, running that back for a touchdown. So the Coyotes finished with a bang. It was the first 3+ quarters that were a little less certain as far as this game. It was a little bit in doubt there with about 10 minutes to go.
And I think part of that is you're playing a lower level team, and so you really want to blow them out. And they couldn't do it, but they still did what they needed to.
All right, Coyotes again get the win by a count of 41-16 here this afternoon. Roll up almost 470 yards of total offense, most of that coming on the ground, but an impressive win for them as they move to 1-1 on the season with a big test now coming up, maybe their first true test of the season coming up next week in Missoula against Montana. For Andre Fields, I'm Jay Elson. Thanks for watching college football on MidcoSN.com.